see it in the swell on the bay. And if you listen very hard, on the Dazzle promenade, you'll hear it Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, especially Saturday. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
Fred, Twinkle, you made it. It's good to be back, Uncle Waltzine. Did you really think I'd miss the opening night of Dazzle Bay Fun Palace? I mean, have I ever missed it in the 25 years of summer seasons running the best show on earth? I can already smell the candy floss and the acid grease of those waltzers.
We haven't had them running yet, Fred. There's a few repairs needed and we're a bit low on fuel.
I can still smell them, Uncle. It's like a waft from paradise. And how's my flossy candle, producer of the finest pink sugar clouds ever eaten on Dazzle Bay?
Fred, it's so good to see. We thought you'd gone and fallen off one of those steeple thingies you climb about on in the off-season.
Now, Flossie, would I, the greatest steeplejack who ever swung from a weather vane, do anything as silly as falling off a little old church steeple?
Sorry, Fred. I should have known you'd never let us down.
Yes, now, Flossie, I will never let you down. Monkey Chunks! Monkey Chunks O'Hallahan, the strongest man in the county. How's it going with the biceps, triceps, test you straight from ring the bell?
You still do it better than me, Fred.
Oh, Monkey, no one does it better than you. Oh, Spooky! For goodness sake, you scared the living daylights out of me.
Thanks, Fred. You say the nicest things.
Look, Spook, I don't mind being attacked by horrible spine-chilling monsters every now and again, as long as they give me sufficient warning, okay? I could have had a heart attack.
Okay, Fred. Okay.
Keep up the good work, Ava. Save it for the ghost train and the paying customers.
Right, Fred. Great to be back, isn't it?
Yes, Spook, it's great to be back.
We don't necessarily all feel like that.
Did you say something, Sarky Custer?
Nothing, oh great leader. Just the wind blowing through the bunting.
Look, I know you're still cross with me for shutting down your gypsy fortune-telling stall at the end of last season.
Cross. 4 generations of my family told fortunes on Dazzle Bay.
Don't tell me you didn't see it coming, Sarky.
That's a joke.
I know the gypsy store was important to you, which is why we decided not to spend the money we made last summer on. I have to say, much needed repairs, but instead decided to pour it all into the new Animal Quacker's Lucky Dip store. Just for you. It's going to be brilliant, Sarky.
It's a winner, Sarky.
Yes, it'll be fabulous. I wish I got the animals cracked the lucky dip stool.
Tosh, you've taken my beautiful crystal ball and replaced it with a feathered monstrosity.
We all agreed, Sarky, children and fortune-telling just don't mix. It's not right.
You're afraid of my talents, what I can see and do. I see things and I know things.
Do you now? Well, I see things and know things too, Sarky, and I see you wearing a brilliant yellow chicken outfit, standing proudly behind the Animal Quacker's Lucky Dip stall, surrounded by children, eyes lit with excitement. You can make it work if you want it to.
Who's she anyway? Does anybody know who she is?
Be careful of me. Ladies and gentlemen, dazzlers of the Fun Palace, I would like to introduce to you my daughter, Poppy.
Poppy, a daughter.
Hi, Poppy. She's cute.
Never seen her before.
Hi, everyone.
Sarky, how can you be so rude to a guest?
Look, everyone, you didn't know I had a daughter, did you? Well, I do. Poppy is my little girl. Ever since her dear mother left us when she was young, her great aunt has had to take care for her during the summer season. Alas, she is now too old to look after her. That's why I was late getting here. So Poppy will be spending the summer with us. Poppy, you'll find lots of friends here in no time at all. It really is the best place on earth. This town is a wonderful town. It's a fabulous town and I love it. This place is a magical place. You can forget all your cares and whoa. The pain may be peeling, I know, and it may need repairs on the pier. But this town is a wonderful town, even heavenly for those who come here. This place
One in a million, one in a billion, one in a trillion kind of time.
Okay, folks, we've got things we need to pay for around here. Mouths to feed and repairs to make. So let's see what we've got. Monkey Chunks, the counting table if you please.
Right away, Fred.
Okay, so we all know how it works. We share everything we've got. So instead of some folks having a bad night and some good, everyone has a pretty good night. Right, who's first? Uncle? Pretty impressive, Uncle. You've managed to turn your silver tongue into gold.
Maybe not as much as gold as usual, Fred.
But gold nonetheless, Uncle. Well done, sir. Who's next? Flossie? Well done, girl. It's enough to make your heart sing. Spooky?
Not up to my usual standard, Fred. Sorry.
Don't worry, Spook. Everyone can get off to a slow start. Monkey Chunks, use those muscles of yours to bring your haul over.
It wasn't my best night, to be honest, Fred.
Just the one?
Yeah, sorry, Fred.
But we were crowded with children, weren't we?
I know, Fred, but they weren't spending. Let's just watch or bought coffee apples. It's true, Fred.
Is it the same with the rest of you? It's been happening for a while now, hasn't it? They've been saving their money to buy computer games and mobile gizmos. Uncle, collect up the rest of tonight's takings and tally up. Computer games, call that a thrill. Videos, what do they do to the hairs on your back of your neck? And worst of all, television. When was the last time your head swam with excitement and your stomach turned to jelly sitting in front of a Google box?
Fred, we've tallied up.
Okay, Uncle, what's the damage?
£32.27 exactly.
Not even half of what we need to pay our way. Never mind make improvements. Don't worry, everyone. We'll make it up. The irrepressible Fred Pringle has some ideas to put the pizzazz back into Dazzle Bay. Yay!
The generator stopped, the fuels run out. It'll be to the morning to buy more and get it going again.
Good evening. Hope I'm not breaking up a party. You look like you're having such fun.
Hate to spoil the fun.
We'd hate to spoil the fun, wouldn't we, people?
Yes, we hate to spoil it. The fun.
The name's Megarich, Murgatroyd Megarich, but you can call me Mr. Megarich. Intensely clever, fabulously wealthy, and extremely reasonable. May I introduce my accountant, Mr. Sterling Squeamish. Brain the size of a planet, but an absolute weasel. Splendid chap.
I know the price of everything and the value of nothing. Isn't that right, sir?
That's quite correct, Squeamish.
Financially advantageous to meet you.
Shut up and leave the talking to me. And this is my personal assistant, Miss Primula Clackett. Tough-minded, sharp-tongued, and acid-faced.
Oh, Maggie, you flatterer.
I won't beat around the bush, Pringle, but a little bird has told me that the Dazzle Bay Fun Palace has what we call in the trade
A short-term cash flow crisis.
A short-term cash flow crisis.
otherwise known as
Note starvation.
Death by 1,000 cups.
No lolly by golly.
which means you can't pay your bills. These lovely people need wages to live.
How true.
The Fun Palace needs power for heat and light.
How true.
And the place isn't quite up to scratch, is it? A bit tatty and worn down in places, I'd say.
I'd say.
And is all the machinery safe for all the little children who come and play here every day? Is it, Pringle?
Pringle, look, I don't know why you've come here tonight. There are things that need doing around here, and we will do them. And we don't need your help, Mega Rich, to do it.
It is very heartening to see someone who actually believes in something in this day and age.
Nauseating me.
Disgusting, frivolous nonsense.
I believed in something once, but it only leads to pain. But perhaps you do not understand these things yet. But let me assure you, in this case, I have the answer.
Italian leather briefcase.
£700 including VAT briefcase.
Yes, here in the case is the answer. One little signature, and the Dazzle Bay Fun Palace, as you know, will melt away into the distance and just become a memory. And you can always go on and get on with your lives. Or it's in the case.
Take your money and go. We're not interested.
Let's just say au revoir, shall we, Pringle? I can see it now, the people that saved Dazzle Bay Fun Palace. Pringle and Megarich. Megarich and Pringle. We could have made a great partnership.
I wouldn't go into a partnership with you, even if you were the last pinstripe suit in the land. Anyway, what do you know about the magical world of childhood?
I was a child once.
Hard to believe.
And what is it that you do now, Megarich? What exactly is it that you do now?
Property speculator. He's big and ow!
Bee, huge, great, filthy bee. Got it, I think. Could have been very painful, that. Speculation. Yes, I speculate. I help troubled ventures. I invest money into them so they can become the dazzling success they deserve to be. Look upon me as a friend in a crisis.
Particularly a short-term cash flow crisis.
Indeed, Miss Clackett, and on extremely reasonable terms. I'm a reasonable man, doing what I can to get it. Just an ordinary guy, bumbling along life's rocky shore. There's a left and a right. I believe there's a day and a night. I'm a child, just look into my face. I'm a boy, I'm a man, I'm a baby. All the gold in the world can't erase the reasonableness with which I'm blessed.
He's a reasonable man, doing what he can to get along. Just an ordinary guy, bumbling along life's rocky shore. He believes there's a left and a right. He believes there's a day and a night. He's a child, just look into his face. He's a boy, he's a man, he's a baby. All the gold in the world can't erase the reasonableness with which he's blessed.
I love the sound of the concrete porridge. I love the sight of those banknotes soaring. I love the smell of the fresh laid tarmac.
Horizon to horizon,
But keep it quiet.
we love the way that the breeze blocks towers. We love the absence of trees and flowers. We love the sound of pneumatic drums pounding on the countryside, the fields and the hills. But keep it quiet. Just keep it quiet. No.
What's good for you? You'll button up. You won't give a clue. Now listen up, you lot. I'm really warning you.
So keep it quiet.
So all in all, Pringle, you couldn't have wished for a better business partner. Trust me. Just trust me. I'm a reasonable man.
He's a reasonable man.
I'm a reasonable man. But keep it quiet. So what do you say, Pringle? Have we got a deal?
Help, help, can anyone hear me? Help!
Look, up there! Where? I can't see anything.
Where's he pointing to?
I can't make anything out.
There, at the top of the big wheel, there's a little girl. It's Poppy, she's trapped. Yes, I remember. She stayed on after all the other children left that compound. She just kept going around on her own. She seemed in a dream.
She must have been trapped at the top when the generator ran out of fuel. It'll be till the morning till we can get more fuel and get it going again.
She can't stay up there all night, poor dear. She'll catch her death.
You are forgetting that you have one of the world's finest steeplejacks on team. Just hold my jacket, Uncle. This is going to be a piece of cake.
You're not going to climb it, are you?
Don't worry, Flossie. A big wheel is nothing. Just hold on tight, Poppy. I'll be there to get you down in a jiffy.
I'm so worried about him, Uncle Watson. I had a funny feeling.
Don't worry, Flossie. Fred knows what he's doing.
Just let me get to the foot of the ironwork and get a good firm hold. Yes, here I go. It's only a couple of 100 feet or so. It shouldn't take a moment.
Please be careful.
Hold on, Fred.
Well, the Dazzle Bay Fun Palace is more exciting than I thought.
I'd lay odds of 25 to 1 and the insurance on the space is not adequate.
There was some spills. It was television.
That's about halfway now. It's as black as coal up here. I just need to feel my way along this girder.
Now, please take care.
I'm just making my way to the next handhold. Nearly there. Got it.
Phew, he's moving up now.
Not long to go.
Okay, nearly there now. About 25 feet to go. This is just like the old times. Don't worry, Poppy. I have a head for heights like Neil Armstrong. I can see the lights over the Dazzle Bay Harbour down below, stretching all the way to the bay to the headland. It looks like a giant string of pearls. And the stars. Have you ever seen such a beautiful show in the heavens?
Time to go, I think. Show's nearly over.
Are you near, Dad?
Just a few more seconds and I'll be there.
What's happening?
Doubts hang over future of Dazzle Bay Fun Palace. Gazette! Gazette! Get your Dazzle Bay Gazette!
Famous showman, dear, dear. Tragic circumstances, tut tut. Driving force, absolutely. Still no explanation then?
Murky business.
Deeply murky. Daughter Poppy to inherit Fun Palace. Still, every cloud has a silver lining.
Sterling silver in this case.
For once, Squeamish, you have your oily little finger right on the button.
I knew something terrible would happen. Poor dear Fred.
Does anyone know how the power came to switch on again?
Seems it was a random fault. The final teaspoon full of fuel making its way down the pipe well.
Sounds very suspicious to me.
It's all over. Fred gone, the Dazzle Bay Fun Palace is finished. Nails will all go and pack our things.
Flossie's right, we have to find jobs. Jobs in offices. Jobs in shops. Jobs filing paper.
I can't face it. I know, monkeys. Without Fred, it's all over.
Is there nothing we can do Uncle last time?
No, we better go and collect our things and close off.
Has anyone seen Poppy? Yes. She went for a long walk along the seashore. She said she wanted to be alone.
You wait here for her, Skimpy. It's beginning to get dark. I'll call her Fred's auntie in the morning. There's nothing for her here now.
I wish there was something we could do. It shouldn't end like this. It's not what Fred would have wanted. What do I know? I'm just the boy who sweeps up the rubbish. What would he have wanted, Skimpy? Oh, Poppy, I didn't realise you were... How long have you been there? Long enough to hear that everyone is leaving. Oh, I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm so sorry about your father. You were fond of him, weren't you? We all were. He brought this place to life.
It's all his fault that we're left with no future, no jobs, nothing.
Whose fault?
You mean you don't know? She doesn't know. Innocent Miss Pringle, the boss's daughter.
Saki, stop it. No, let her speak.
He fixed it all. Yes, really. Your father rigged it all. The fruit machines, he jammed the Tetra tank again. He even stuck the coconuts onto their stand so that the children couldn't win. Go on, if you don't believe me, see for yourself. That's why the children stopped coming. Nothing to do with computers or gizmos, but because it was rotten. Rotten to the core. Now it's all over. However, there is somebody who appreciates my powers over the weather and is willing to pay me what I am worth. So long, losers. I have no further use for this place, or for you.
It wasn't like you said, Poppy. We were broke. We had no money for prizes or for repairs. Everything was breaking down. It was only meant to be for a season until we got our heads above water. There was nothing else you could do. It was a good band, Poppy.
I know you were Skippy, and I think I know what you wanted me to do.
You
Ah, Miss Cutter at last. What's the latest from inside the enemy camp?
The spinal schools have caved in. They're packing up to leave. There's some kind of final meeting at 10 o'clock tonight.
I think we'll be paying them a visit.
There is one other thing you may be interested to know. The games are rigged, never to win. It's all fixed.
Are they now? Well, that is interesting.
My money?
You're a rather dangerous person to know, I think, Miss Cutter. However, I still may need your forces. Your command over natural forces, such as the weather, for example. You did say you could exert power over the weather, didn't you?
Oh yes. When I think happy thoughts, the sun shines. But when I think dark thoughts, storm clouds gather on lightning cracks the sky.
Really? How wonderful! Is there any antidote to this gift of yours? I mean, is there anything that can stop this weather thingy working?
There is one thing that can stop it. Love. Horrible word. Love breaks the spell. But it has to be unselfish, perfect, and forever. And we know there isn't such a thing. Also, it has to be one of the group changing the weather. There's a chance of that, I think.
I think we're on pretty safe ground then.
Would you like me to freeze her now? It will take just a little while to take effect.
Yes, freeze her! Freeze the Fun Palace. Without heat, without light, no one will want to go here. And this jewel of real estate will be ours.
Freeze the air that she breathes. Freeze the air till every bird drops from the trees. Freeze the blood in her veins. Make so cold that nothing living here remains. Freeze the ground where she sleeps. Freeze the tears that she weeps. Freeze the love that she keeps. All alone in the night. Freeze her heart beating slow. Freeze her life. Let it go. Freeze the wind. Let it blow. Lashing round and around. Round and around. Freeze the sun to the ground. Icy crystals spreading shivers all around. On her feet, take away all possibilities of heat. Freeze the ground where she sleeps. Freeze the tears that she weeps. Freeze the love that she keeps. All alone in the night. Freeze her heart beating slow. Freeze her life. Let it go. Freeze the wind. Let it blow. Lashing round and around. Round and around. Round and around. Round and around. Freeze her. Freeze her.
What a very nasty piece of work. Soon the Fun Palace will be locked in an icy grip, and no one except polar bears and penguins will want to go there. And our plan, our glorious plan, will be complete. And we can bring in the bulldozers.
It'll be like taking candy from a baby.
Not quite yet, Squeamish. First, Miss Clackett, take a letter. To Her Majesty's Inspector of Fun Fair Safety. Ahem. Dear Sir, since the recent tragic death of its proprietor, Fred Pringle, it's caused deep shadows of doubt over the safety of the Fun Palace. Stop. I'm writing as a concerned citizen to urge you to investigate matters promptly. Stop. I hope once you've seen the place for yourself, you'll waste no time in closing it down. Stop. Permanently. Signed yours sincerely, Murgatroyd Agamemnon Septicemia Megarich. Is anything the matter?
Nothing, sir. Nothing.
Is there anything amusing you? Do share the joke.
It's just, how do you spell Agamemnon, sir?
Do you think my great-grandfather Septicemia Pegasus Polywaddle Megarich will be proud of you making fun of his beloved name? I'm going to count to 3. 1, 2, 3. You're both fired!
Please, sir. I'll do it just back. I live to my splendor, boss. Please, sir.
All right, you're back on the payroll. One final letter, and this is the clincher, to Superintendent Beakworthy, Head of Fraud Squad, New Scotland Yard. Dear Superintendent, I'm writing to bring to your attention that innocent children are being conned out of their pocket money. Stop. The Dazzle Bay Fun Palace is so rigged that the entire British Olympic team between them couldn't win so much as a pink fluffy rabbit. Stop. I urge that you will investigate matters promptly and take the necessary action. You will put those behind this behind bars, and then when we've done, it will just be a better place. Signed, yours sincerely, you know who.
It's as good as in the bag, sir. With the authorities moving in, do you think we could reduce our original offer price of 5 million down to, say, $1 million?
You're a genius, Swedish, but not as great as a person as you are an imbecile. Why offer £1 million for a massive tangled, a few brightly painted houses and a massive tangled mess along a refrigerated promenade? I think a £5 should cover it. What would a little girl want with any more?
Yes, that should buy her pretty new dresses and sweeties.
Now, clap it. Call the Dazzle Bay estate agents, Parker and Gilmore, and tell them to busy on our behalf.
Yes, sir.
I can see the bulldozers moving in now. I can hear the Fun Palace crashing to the ground. There, a multi-storey car park. There, an office block. And here, at the heart of the Fun Palace, where it once itself used to stand, a multimedia leisure experience. The kids will love it. Now to pick the candy from that baby.
Fellow Dazzlers, you all know that we are pledged to fight the save the Fun Palace from the clutches of Megarich and his cronies. Together, we'll make it a place where children, mums and dads can escape nasty things like television and school. Now listen, it is vital to our success that we get the exact nature of Megarich's plans, and to do this we must get hold of that briefcase of his as it contains crucial information. How are you going to get hold of it, Poppy? Yes, he never lets it out of his sight. Frosty has a plan to detach him from his case, but he must move quickly when the moment comes.
Well, having a nice leaving party, are we? My condolences to you, Miss Pringle. Your father was a fine man, a tragic accident. Therefore, as I imagine you want all his affairs to be settled as quickly as possible. Therefore, I've taken the liberty to drawing up a small contract. One little signature, and it will all be finished. Right there.
It's written in the usual Latin, of course.
For the sake of clarity,
Just a formality.
it's a risk-free watertight arrangement.
No strings attached.
All I need is one little signature. Right there on the dotted line. Just an incy-wincy signature. Sign it, sorry!
Parker and Gilmore, Parker and Gilmore. One knew what the other's an idiot. Parker and Gilmore, Parker and Gilmore. Royal appointment, the Aconda swap. The Aconda who? The Aconda what? By royal appointment, the Aconda swap. Parker and Gilmore, the two-headed, double-breasted, three-legged estate agents.
Get out of my sight and take that thing with you!
Sorry, sir, we're not too early, are we?
Early? Have you ever heard of an estate agent being too efficient? It's unheard of.
He doesn't like us, Parker. Is your fault going on? Takes two to tango, Parker. We actually. That of you, he's beginning to look ugly, although we come to think no worse than usual. Shut up, Gilmore. How can Gilmore, It seems like an excellent contract to me, Megarich. It seems a shame to stall by writing in it.
You haven't heard the last of me, Miss Smarty Pants Pringle. The Fun Palace, all of you, you're finished.
Oh, Mr. Megarich, a moment, if you please.
What? Spit it out.
There was a question I wanted to ask you. I hardly dare say the words.
Go on then.
Are you really fabulously rich?
Yes, fantastically. Why?
Incredibly?
Incomprehensibly.
Well, you don't mind if I call you Murgatroyd, do you, Maggie? Well, I've always had this crazy dream ever since I was a little girl of dancing in the moonlight on Dazzle Bay with a really wealthy man. It's just bonkers, isn't it? How about it, Maggie?
Well,
What about it?
I love the music and the dancing. I love the shimmy in the spotlight. With just a
to, darling. He's a very eligible piece of male real estate.
Unless your middle really has a story for a fun palace. There are blueprints, Poppy. Just look what they show.
The fun palace, it's gone! My waltzers, gone!
No ghost train.
No merry-go-round.
No candy floss and no toffee.
No coconut shy. No animal crackers lucky dip.
And look at that monstrosity right there in the middle.
It says the Dazzle Bay all-new mega leisure experience.
So this is what he plans to do with the place.
I've never seen anything like it. Under a clear blue sky as well.
It's a nasty and spiteful.
Lord, it's too cold and too cold.
Skimpy, you look after Poppy. We'll go and batten down.
It's okay, Poppy. I'll take care of you. I'm so cold, Poppy. Feel my hand. It's like ice.
So, Miss Pringle, you have dared to go against me. You will live to regret it, but not for long. Freeze the air, freeze the ground, freeze her skin, freeze her.
Aren't you cold, Poppy? You must be freezing. I know summer's nearly over, but it's not meant to be winter yet. I know, Poppy. It's not normal. But don't worry, I shall look after you. Shall I tell her? Shall I tell her that she's the most important thing in the world to me, and that as long as I'm near her, nothing else matters? Sunshine, only shelter from the rain. Rainbows when the sky's so blue. Only starlight, only flowers down the lane. Only sunshine when it comes to you. So never mind the words. Keep on smiling till the morning sun. And here it comes again. Keep your hopes and dreams alive inside of you. Who needs pearls so shining gold? Who needs rubies or a soft blue? Who needs music? Who needs party when it's cold? Who needs roses when it comes to you? So never mind the words. Keep on smiling till the morning sun breaks through. And here it comes again. Keep your hopes and dreams alive inside of you. So when the rain just pours on us, remember that my love will always see Thanks, Cookie. You're so sweet. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Hello, anybody there? Looks like they've all turned in for the night. I was hoping to catch her for a saunter along the seafront. So unseasonably cold. Wonder if it has anything to do with that brat and her weather-changing things.
What do you want, Murgatroyd?
What's going on, darlings? It's so perishingly cold I can't settle. Oh, you. What's he doing here?
Oh, I was just hoping to. I was just paying my respects on such a fine evening. Don't you think?
Who do you think you are? Trying to tell me what to do? It's freezing. It's the dead of night. You're a sworn enemy. Clear off, you oily little flowers. He's carrying the flowers with him. What is it you wanted exactly? Were you looking for anybody in particular?
Just paying my respects is such a fine evening, don't you think?
Fine. Freezing, but fine. Those before me.
Oh yes, these. Just a token to show my appreciation.
Roses. So well chosen, they're my favourite. And possibly a gift, a small, exquisitely wrapped little item.
Yes, first, if I can just get it out of my pocket. Yes, just a bauble, scarcely worth.
Diamonds. I do so love diamonds. They're so
Expensive?
yes, expensive and beautiful. Now, before we go an inch further, I'd like to get a few things clear. 3 to be precise.
3, you say?
Yes, let's try number 1. Number 1. You'll call off this absurd attempt to buy the Fun Palace.
Immediately, forthwith, and properly.
That was a fairly positive beginning. Now, let's try number 2. You will become a platinum patron, let's call it, of the Dazzle Bay Fun Palace, giving you special rights and free rides all season. This privilege will be granted for a modest annual subscription of, say, 1, 2, 3 in fact.
5's a splendid round sum.
5,000?
5 million. Why don't we? Oh, please tell me what number 3 was. Please.
Oh. And number 3, I'm not leaving the Fun Palace to live in some stuffy old mansion with you. At least not during the summer season, okay?
I wouldn't dream of taking you away from your friends. You know, no one handles a broom like Murgatroyd, Agamemnon, Septicemia, Megarich. My great-grandfather was one of the best in the he was one of the best in Berkshire. His trophies are saved in the family vault. There was this one particular occasion when...
Yes, Murgatroyd, do help me up there, so dear.
Flossie, I'm so pleased for you. It's wonderful news for you and for the Fun Palace and on our last day too. Now there will be another year and we can rebuild this place.
Not so fast.
Not so fast.
What do you think you're playing at, Megarich? You promised us a stake in this place once you dispose of this rabble.
Tribulations of being an employer.
Yes, it's a contractual matter. You have legal obligations.
What to blazes with them?
What? Have you gone mad?
You can't find the face of the law, Megarich. The law's the law.
Go on, Murgy. Tell them what this is all about. Tell them.
Well, it goes a bit like this. Well, I've been searching for an answer all my life. To the questions that haunted me, and boy, have they haunted me.
Well done.
And I've searched all this world alone, because I had to know the source of the mystery that had pained me so. Well, it's love that's the treasure at the rainbow's end.
It means me.
And a chance left for happiness, and boy, am I up for it.
Sounds promising.
And now I'm dizzy and dangling, and I can't let go. For the mystery is everywhere, and I love her so.
Well, I've searched for a special someone all my life.
Really?
And I've wandered just everywhere to find he's right next to me.
Isn't that splendid?
Now I'm dizzy and dangling, and I can't let go. Cause the mystery is everywhere, and I love him so.
You see, that's how it is, and a beach full of lawyers couldn't change it.
Poppy, there's 2 minutes to see you. They say it's very important.
The name's Beakworthy, Superintendent Beakworthy, Scotland Yard Fraud Squad.
And I'm Chief Inspector Fairsley, Her Majesty's Health and Safety Executive.
Oh dear me.
We're looking for Miss Poppy Pringle.
Runs the Dazzle Bay Fun Palace.
A right royal rip-off apparently, everything rigged against the punters. Criminal fraud it is. Miss Pringle will be going away for a long time.
And on top of that, when the appalling safety record comes to light, they are going to throw away the key. I'm Poppy Pringle. Who has made these allegations?
I think I'll be on my way.
You stay here, not letting you out of my sight.
Allegations have been made by Mr. Sterling Squeamish.
And a Miss Premier Crackett.
It's a miracle.
Clacky, you imbecile. Why would you put our names on the letters?
I couldn't spell his stupid name, all those big fancy words, so I used ours instead.
You just can't get the staff, you know.
I don't know about any of that, but we have a job to do, miss, and we are going to do it.
Where are you going to start? I guess the ghost train is as good a place as any from the safety point of view. A fast ride in the dark, stealing bodies, hurtling around at tremendous speed. A critical test. If that's unsafe, then we have every reason to believe the rest is unsafety. Phoebe, show the gentleman's coaches. We'll be along in just a minute. Well, Dazzlers, this is our finest hour.
But what are we going to do, Poppy?
We're going to give them the ride of their lives, safest houses, not a scratch on either of them. It's a completely terrifying experience. Dazzlers, we're going to make it the scariest but safest ghost ride in the history of seaside fun fairs.
But how are we going to ensure that?
I'll tell you, Uncle. Gather on quickly, everyone. Okay, is everyone clear about what we have to do?
Yes! Hello, Poppy Pipsqueak. That cool spell seems to have blown over. Never mind, I'm nothing if not resourceful.
What is it you want, Saki?
I have more strings to my bow than fairground magic. A good working knowledge of mechanics, for example. Knights, we know, aren't I clever? This simple-looking chunk of metal, for example, to the untrained eye it hardly seems important, but to someone with a little more knowledge, it begins to look remarkably like the main cog on the safety brake on the ghost train. How it came to be lying on the floor like that, I'll never know. Bordering on negligence, I'd say.
I'd say.
Tut tut, someone could get hurt. It's about time they closed this place down. What do you say, Pipsqueak?
Monkey, get the cargo to the ghost train fast. They'll be on board by now. Do everything you can to fix it. Everyone else, the plan remains as we discussed. This is our last chance. Go!
So entertaining. Such a fresh drop of hope against such impossible odds. Quite delicious.
It's just as I expected, fail-safe, and nappy Ramby Sunday school out of ghost train. A complete and total rip-off. I'd be more scared in the presence of Mrs. Beakbuddy when she's had one too many bowls of sherry trifle.
Yes, a complete and total yes, a complete shambles. I saw some badly wrong angry gear back then. All shouts about maintenance to me. I'll be surprised if we finish this ride without you early. Although, goodness knows, I don't suppose this thing is capable of any type of speed. How was it?
Not too tame, I hope.
Not too unsafe or unstable?
No, fine, absolutely fine. He's quite solid, thank you very much.
No, well done. Jolly entertaining and extremely interesting and absorbing couple of hours, or rather minutes, was it?
Well, thank you again, Miss Pringle. I guess we'll be on.
We'll be off then.
Stop! Do that! Stop!
The old lady from the last spanner.
Yeah, she's hiding in the candy floss store. Not a wise move. Have you ever got a small piece of candy floss stuck in your hair?
Monkey Chunks, would you do the honours?
It will be a pleasure.
I think so.
Is this what you're looking for, Constable?
I think so. It's about the right height. Yes, this is the one. She spits, you know. It's about one in my face when I draw red-handed with a spanner in the front palace car park. Anyone know her?
Yes, her name is Saki Hassan. She used to work here but left us under account a few months ago. What was she doing in the car park?
She was tampering with the brakes of a big Rolls Royce parked up there, miss. Registration number. MURGY1. Anyone you know?
Yes, he's a friend. Make sure the damage is repaired before the car is driven again. Thanks for all your help.
Now, if you can cry on this.
I'll be joining you for the questioning constable. Scotland Yard has been concerned for some time about unexplained events around here, including the death of its previous proprietor. Goodbye, Miss Pringle. I don't think we'll be troubled by this one for a long, long time.
Well, it's the last day of the summer season. Can you believe that it's gone so quickly? No, Skippy, it has flown. So much has happened. You've done a brilliant job, Poppy. You saved the Fun Palace. You made it live again. I couldn't have done it without you, Skip. Without you, I would have lost hope before I'd even started. Once or twice I could have run away. I was lonely and cold and afraid. But you came, bringing the light of day, and the hope in your eyes made me brave. Now and then I felt like breaking down. There were times when my heart felt like stone. But you saw and held me perfectly. Now my heart's in your hands. I'm not dancing this dance all alone. Now I'm tasting the starlight and breathing the music and holding the world in my hand. And I'm hoping the rain is dreaming. The morning will slip like these grains through my hand. And I'm nervous and trembling. I can't remember the things that have hurt me before. But if you say you'll love me for sure, well then bring on the moon and the dancing. Once or twice I could have run away. I was lonely and cold and afraid. But you came, bringing the light of day, and the hope in your eyes made me brave. Now and then I felt like breaking down. There were times when my heart felt like stone. But you saw and held me perfectly. And my heart's in your hands. I'm not dancing this dance all alone. Now I'm tasting the starlight and breathing the music and holding the world in my hands. And I'm hoping and praying this dream in the morning won't slip like these grains through my hand. And I'm nervous and trembling. I can't help remembering the things that have hurt me before. But if you say you love me for sure, well then bring on the moon and the dancing. Bring on the moon and we'll dance till dawn.
Poppy, we are so pleased for you, Miss Skimpy. You have our blessing.
Thank you, Uncle. We'll be back next year when you have so much to do here.
Just you try and stop me. I'm looking forward to bringing those waltzes up to scratch.
And Monkey Shanks and Spooky, thanks for everything you've done. Muscle and Ghost impression is a frightening combination. Does anyone know where Frosty Candor and the new Prince Charming are?
Come along, dear. You'll soon get used to this kind of expedition. Hello, Poppy. Hello. I've just been doing a stocking shop. Just put them down there, would you, sweetheart? It's just
Hi, Metroid, how are you?
Never been better, my dear. Credit card's taken a bit of a battering, more like cataclysmic onslaught, but never been happier.
He's besotted, Poppy. Completely besotted. And before you ask, I've got him all measured up for his new role at Dazzle Fun Palace.
Oh, Frosty, you make a wonderful pair. I suppose it's time to go now. Thank you, everyone. It's been an amazing summer. See you all next year for the opening night of the all-new Dazzle Fun Palace.